5 minutes.
Okay, we're now recording.
Okay, so good morning, everyone. Welcome to the December 1st edition of the TSC meeting of the Presto Foundation. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving holiday last week. So today we have two agenda items. One is an update from the outreach committee by Dipti from Ahana, and we have also an item from Gail about the TSC chair election. So let's start with the first one. Dipti, so can you please start with the outreach update?
Sure. Let me go ahead and share screen. Can you guys see the screen? All right.
It's up. Yeah.
Perfect. So our events have been doing fairly well. We've had the last meetup in November, had one of the largest registrations, about 190 registrations for the meetup itself. December, we have an Upsolver talk, welcome Upsolver, as well as an Amatsin Presto talk, which is very interesting. Data discovery from a metadata perspective and a data perspective kind of go hand in hand. And so Amatsin and Presto are a good technical match from a product perspective. For those of you that may not know, Amatsin is actually now a Linux Foundation project as well. It is part of the AI and Data Foundation. And so it's great to work closely with other communities and other Linux Foundation projects and co-present. And so I'm looking forward to that session. In addition, we have, let me actually jump to my next slide really quick. We have two new members of the Presto Foundation. We have Intel that joined recently, as well as Upsolver. And we're very excited that with the foundation growing, more involvement across the governing board, the outreach committee, as well as TSE. And actually, since Yoni and May are online, Yoni and May, take a minute and say hello to folks.
Yeah, hi everyone. So I'm Yoni. I'm the CTO of Upsolver, and it's really a pleasure to be here. I'll just say a word about Upsolver. We're a cloud ETL platform. Presto is a target for us. So really just a word. I don't want to take any time here. But we're very excited to contribute and grow Presto to be the best it can be in serving the data after we've created it. So thanks a lot for having us. And yeah, hopefully we'll have a very productive time here.
That's great, and thanks for presenting. It'll be a good talk on how the data lake itself can be optimized for Presto, so that Presto can run better on top of it, right? Compaction, coalescing files, etc. So looking forward to that talk. In January, we will look at there is some great work that's going on memory optimizations at Facebook. And so we look at that talk, as well as possibly an integration with Ranger and PrestoDB session as well. And so we continue with our cadence of virtual meetups. The meetup is now 900, close to 900 strong. We have a goal of hitting 1,000 by the end of the year. And so excited about that. All your support is helpful. So please share with externally with your teams, as well as it's great for you to attend and provide feedback to these sessions as well. In addition, we'll be adding at least 5 more global meetups to reach out to other regions. Meetups tends to be more local, and so we're trying to make it kind of a broader outreach. I already talked about new members, and we're very excited about that. And PrestoCon, all the content for PrestoCon is now on our prestodb.io website. And so if you have interest in the sessions or in sharing this out with the broader community, a lot of these slides, the TSE chair keynote, the Facebook roadmap, as well as the various panels that we held, all of these are now available as well. Now, just one more thing I want to talk about is the next 6 months. What we're doing is we want to build more engagement with the community, and we're taking a subcommittee approach to spread out and do launch and work through more programs. And so we have 4 or 5 different subcommittees for different areas. For example, PrestoCon, virtual meetups, engagement and communication, Slack and GitHub workshops is an important area, and so various members of the outreach committee as well as the extended team are engaging and working closely on putting together program drafts for some of these areas. And we'll start looking at working through these and start driving these over the next 6 months. So hoping to strengthen the community and our engagement even more over time. A couple of things we are planning with the success of PrestoCon. We are planning a version of PrestoCon, a light version of it, perhaps in the February-March timeframe. Details are TBD, but once we have a basics worked out, we'll have a call for papers. We'll have the program committee created, and we'll start working through the process like we did with PrestoCon. So look forward to that. The virtual workshops is a new program. Amit, I think Amit is on here, perhaps in and May are driving this, and this is really a great program which we think will get more hands-on and get more folks using PrestoDB, and we are looking forward to that as well. Amit or May, anyone else who want to share anything about this or add any more details to any of this information?
I think you've covered it well. We'll get some details out on the schedule and scope of these things over the next few days as we're working on that. But that's something that should get people a lot more, hands-on experience to this product.
Yeah, absolutely. And continue the blog role for the blogs. There is a content subcommittee as well. We're hoping to see more content, technical content come out of that, use case content come out of that as well. And a YouTube channel is updated with all the latest and greatest. From a communication perspective, I'd encourage everyone to be more involved and engaged on various channels, whether it's Slack, whether it's issues on GitHub, Stack Overflow. We want to do our best to get the community engaged and be helpful. And so appreciate your support as we continue to drive further momentum. So that's all that I had planned. Nezzy, Gail, any questions, folks? Any other feedback and thoughts? All right, back to you, Gail and Nezzy. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, cool. Thank you very much, Dipti, for the updates. So the second item on the agenda is from Gail about TSC chair election. Gail?
Yazzie. So for anyone who hasn't met me, I'm your program manager for Presto Foundation. I work for Linux Foundation, and Nazia has been serving as the chair of technical steering committee for 2020, kind of really since we started as a foundation. And part of our process is to elect a new chair or conduct elections for the chairperson each calendar year. We do that for the governing board, outreach committee, and the TSC. And I wanted to let you all know that tomorrow I'll be sending out an email to open up a call for nominations. That will be for 1 week. So we'll have a 7-day period that you can either nominate yourself or nominate someone else to serve as chair. After that period closes, then I'll send out a poll for elections to actually cast your vote for the election. And that'll be another 7-day period. So that way we'll have a chairperson elected by the end of the year to serve for 2021, whether that's Nezzy who serves again or anyone else who's interested in serving. And this is really open to anyone in the technical community. There's not really, right now we don't have any like prerequisites or requirements. You don't have to be a voting member. So it's very open. It's not very restricted. So if you're interested in that, you'll see an email come from me with the call for nominations tomorrow. Any questions about that? Any questions about responsibilities or how that works? I don't see any unmutes. So I'll give it back to you, Nezzy.
Cool. So once you send the email, maybe if more questions come up, please send your questions over email, then we can continue the conversation there. So thank you very much, Gail. So we have been through our 2 agenda items. Is there anything else anyone wants to bring up before we close today?
Nezzy, just one thing I wanted to mention is we had discussed about a proposal for having more kind of a design thinking element to the TSC and the committers. Just a heads up that I created an issue for it, and it's on the TSC repo. So if folks have feedback, happy to share it here in the chat. Feel free to add in thoughts, comments as we work through that.
Yeah, definitely. Like I pinged various folks about that. Like it's been open. That proposal has been open for the past 2 weeks. So please, whenever you get the chance, take a detailed look and provide input so that we can move forward with it. So,
and I just pasted it in the chat there. So in case you guys want it.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. So anything else anyone wants to bring up other than that?
I don't see any unmute, so I think you're good.
Yeah, looks like you're all good. Thank you very much, everyone, for attending today, and have a nice rest of your week. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thanks a lot. Bye,
Thank you.
everyone.
Bye.